All right, day 2. Just spooked a bear. Though I stayed at Bearpaw Meadows. I don't know if I said that in the last video or not. Well, yeah, it's like 12.5. It says 12.5 miles. I don't know. Holy God, look at that. So 12.5 miles on all trails to get to Bearpaw. This sign is 100% lying. I know it's more than 4 miles, just based on everybody who's talked to me. But yeah, I just spooked a bear. He was sitting on laying over behind that log, and spooked a bear, and he's went running down the way that I'm headed right now. So I may see him again. If I do, start the camera up. Yeah, 4.5 miles, I guess, to get to Hamilton Lake. I had originally planned to go to Precipice, but I don't think I'm going to make that. This trip is turning out to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was. See how I feel when I get to Hamilton. Yeah, get you a little bit. Should be a pretty eventful day. Hike along the side of a granite face for a little while, I guess. Trying to get out early to beat the heat. My original plan was to go to Precipice and then backtrack, come back, but now I'm gonna go to Big Hamilton, take a break there, eat some lunch, and then backtrack back to Bearpaw. I left my bear can there, so I have to carry the weight. So I'm gonna come back, pick up my bear can, and then head back down the hill, and I'm gonna stay at 9 Mile campground tonight. So yeah, should be around 9 or 10 miles I think on this trail. So yeah, that granite face up there. So going around the left side, heading up the crack there. Can't really see the crack, but yeah, I know we're heading up there somewhere. So if Google Maps is correct, I think that's Eagle Scout Peak is right there. So I know the trail somehow makes its way up in between these two mountains here. Still haven't made it to the two main features before you get to Hamilton. You got the bridge crossing, and then the tunnel. So that'd be fun. Those are the two things at the moment I'm more excited to see. So one of them should be at the bottom of this hill. Not that bottom. From what I can tell, there's a 500-foot climb and a 1,000-foot climb, so those are both gonna suck. So I'm trying to get this done early in the morning when I still have energy. On the way back down, it should be this part of the trail. Doesn't look too bad. So hopefully be able to make it back to Bearpaw without too much energy, because I won't have it. Oh man. Open to a bog. Jump over here. Oh. It's getting pretty late in the summer, but there still seems to be plenty of water. Only one that was on the map was dried up. That was back towards the beginning. Everything else so far seems to be still flowing something. So, no, that's not going to be a every single year type thing. I mean, we had a decent snow year this year, so. But still more water than I expected to see out here, thankfully. That means I don't have to carry so much. So on average, I've been carrying a 1.5 liters of water on me the entire trail. Which has been more than enough. I should be drinking more, but yeah, I should. That's good flowing water right there out of a spring. So. This is a viewpoint. It's going to be a good little shot down the valley. Can't quite see more rock, but everything else is out there. Seeing all this stuff from a different perspective, man, it's pretty neat. This valley I just came up, meandering all around this mountain. You can see the trail over there, right about there. Not sure how we get there yet, but 100% the best part of the trail so far. The views are spectacular. Not a fan of this stuff. Like the ferns, but this stuff I'm not a fan of. Too tall, can't see what the heck I'm doing. And these rocks make it sketchy. Alright, I gotta put the phone away before I fall and break an ankle. We are definitely on a different kind of trail now. I can tell you right now, if this is what I think it is, sure it looks a lot different in person than it does in everybody's YouTube video. We'll see shortly. Probably stop here and eat the rest of my Pop-Tart. I realized I may have forgotten my Garmin back at camp. Saving graces, I'm going back there to pick up my bear can on my way back, so hopefully it's still there. Squirrel or bear didn't walk off with it or whatever. Oh yeah, this looks so much different in person. It's awesome. The old bridge. Looks like Rockies what took it out. So cool. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go up to it, check to see if I actually have my Garmin or not, and carry on. A couple more miles to go till we get to the lake. Alright, to the top of the first climb of the day. Wasn't bad. Really rocky, lots of steps, which makes you slow down. So, didn't get my heart rate quite as high as I would if it was just a nice flat trail like this, where I would have just burned up it, killed all my energy. But yeah, this is quite the drop off here. Ooh. You can see where the trail, where I came from, way back over there. That's the point. I took some pictures of that earlier. I'll actually see some people. You can see right there, there's just a group of 4 coming down. Yeah, the trail goes down, cuts across the gorge. Right there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but yeah, cut across the gorge, and then you switch back up this hill all the way to the top. And we're at the top. Pretty nice view point right here. Stop and take a couple pictures. And a tree. All right. Looks like that's it. We'll start to going downhill here in a minute. Yeah, back downhill. And then another climb up to the lake. Got about a mile and a half left. Get around the corner to see what we got. No, not much to see. But, all right. Yeah, lake's over here somewhere. We gotta drop down and then climb back up to it. All right, start heading down this hill. I don't really need any water yet. I'm gonna drink some, refill anyway, just in case. I just had to cross this river. Put my phone away for a second so I don't fall in. Hold on. Alright. Last on. Let's see where the trail goes. Maybe it's up there, I'm not sure. Looks like it might be. Yeah, how cool is that? To the river crossing. I'm crossing right here. Put this away for a second. Cross over. Take some pictures. Alright, you can just barely make it out right there. There's a little Hamilton. Not too far. Big Hamilton. Thought that climb was going to be worse, but nah, not bad at all, really. Look at that. It's going to be more difficult going down because there's a lot of stairs and it's kind of rocky. All right. Let's get up here. Get a little bit better view of this lake. Yeah. All right, folks. We're almost to Big Hamilton. Less than a quarter mile. So, I mean, get off this phone before I break my neck. Film it. Catch up in a minute. Alright, I'm in Trails' campground. Told it's right up over there. I don't know if I'll be partaking in that. We'll see after I eat a couple Pop-Tarts and some cookies, but it should be alright. Yeah, I'm going down here. Get a better view of this lake. People reported saying there's bears in the area. I'm guessing they take the same trail we take to get up here. These sheer cliff walls on all the sides. Get down here. Box there. This would have been nice if I'd have made it up here yesterday. To camp up here, this would have been a really nice spot. I regret not forcing myself up here. It's a nice spot right there. I'm sure there's plenty of others. there, a lot of shade. But there you go. And what a lake. How's it going? Not too bad. Alright, well, at the Big Hamilton Lake. I've been talking to a couple hikers there for a little bit. But after debating long and hard about attempting precipice, I decided it better to not do so. Especially since I forgot my Garmin and I left all my food back at Bearpaw. So now head back down the hill and get a completely different view of the same stuff, like the lake. It's just so cool. Yeah, it's my big goal was to get the precipice, but after yesterday, which seemed harder, I don't know why. It seemed harder, and I think it's because the trail was so smooth. I pushed myself faster to go faster pace than I really should have. Where this kind of trail forces you to slow down, so I'm not using quite as much energy. I'm just going slower, taking my time. So this didn't seem that hard, but it is sketchier because you gotta worry about your steps and falling and just tripping on the rocks and stuff. But yeah, I feel better today than I did yesterday, that's for sure. So now I'm back to Bearpaw, grab my stuff, and then see how far out I make it. So just a thought on my way down this hill. A couple months ago I did Alta Peak, and I took a picture, and I know for a fact that I could see the area that I'm standing in right now. But I cannot, for the life of me, figure out where I took that picture from. Because it doesn't look like anything's high enough, and I know Alta Peak doesn't go up over here. It's over there somewhere. So I don't know where the trail is, but I know it was Panther Gap, and I don't know if that's Panther Gap, or I thought Panther Gap was way down farther. But yeah, I cannot for the life of me figure out where that picture was taken from, looking back down the direction where I came. Dang pictures on my desktop of my computer. So I'm gonna have to take a little better look and try to figure this out, because I just don't understand where I would have taken that picture at. Yeah, just a thought. Almost down to the river crossing. Probably soak my hat, soak my bandana, because I'm gonna be pretty much exposed. You can see I'm gonna be staring into with the sun on my back, basically all the way down to Bearpaw Meadows, which is over there somewhere. So yeah, try to get as much stuff wet as possible, and try to stay warm, or try to get cool in nice warm weather. See you guys in a bit. Just checking in. Made it back to Bearpaw. I left my bear can with all my food so I can make the day hike. And I also forgot my fireman, which I found right where I left it, thankfully. And so gathered up almost to took a half an hour, 45-minute break. And now I'm head to the next camp. Should be a mile and a half down to Buck Creek, I think. Check it out. It's either there or stay at 9 Mile. I keep hearing 9 Mile has a bunch of mosquitoes. So I don't know if I want to deal with those for another night. So I may end up at a Buck Creek again tonight. Yeah, let's see what it looks like first. I didn't really look at it yesterday. But those are my only two options right now. And holy shit, there's 100% positive that's Alta Peak. Sweet. I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm gonna get down this hill. Alright, so as I said earlier, that picture of Hamilton, or where the path goes, and I couldn't figure out how or where I took that picture from. Well, it's up there. It's the trail. That's where I took that picture from. And it doesn't seem like it from where I'm at right now, but it's several thousand feet higher up there. So that's how I was able to get that perspective. I just, where I was at on the other side of the hill, I just couldn't see it. But now that I'm on this side of the hill, yeah, now I can understand how I was able to get that picture. So yeah, I was right with Alta Peak. I should have a picture of it here. The one I showed in that picture before just a minute ago was not right. This one, that's Alta Peak. Now it all makes sense. Now I can see where I'm at. Oh crap, I can't even see more rock and everything from here. Yeah, way out there, that round one, I think that's Morrow Rock. So yeah, one more night out here. Should be an easy walk out tomorrow morning. We'll catch you when I get to the campground. Alright, camp for the night. Lots of shade. I guess there's a bear box over here somewhere. I don't even know where. But yeah. Nice flat spot. Set up my tent. Home for the night. A couple more spots down there. I'm debating. Might even take that spot because it's a little flatter. Let's see. I'm thinking about it. A little bit more flat, a little less rocks. This was not a bad spot. Got access to the creek right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this one.